Hello everyone, today will be I'm gonna try to make a short video about two different topics here. One is gonna be about Five Nights at Freddy's, about the trailer and the Ruin DLC and my thoughts on it, even though that's completely fucking random. Um, and then I've been seeing a lot on Twitter about people saying that Sony would be buying Square Enix because recently Sony came out and said that they're going to be trying to get $8 billion-ish dollars for more acquisitions so they can upgrade their entertainment to like the next level. But first off, I'm going to talk about the FNAF stuff because it looks interesting. The movie looks interesting. There was a couple bootleg one, not bootleg, but there was a couple fake FNAF movies. One had Nicolas Cage in it. That sadly I bared through and I watched, and it was fucking terrible. The movie was, it wasn't that long. I think it was like 80 minutes long, 90 minutes long, like bare minimum. The kills looked ridiculous, to be honest. It didn't even look that good or anything. Nicolas Cage doesn't speak. He kind of just like goes on a killing rampage, kind of, if you even want to call it that. I don't recommend it. It was horrible. I don't really see the FNAF team. I don't see Blumhouse going that low quality. Blumhouse is really, really good. They're a very respected studio, in my opinion. They made a lot of great horror movies, and I don't see them cheaping out and making some stupid cheesy movie, especially with FNAF, because of the fan base of how rabid they truly are. Also, Scott Cawthon, he's making it, so I'm pretty sure he has that on lock on key, and he's overseeing every little detail of what's going to go into the movie, what's going to be made, and how they're doing everything, because the movie will be rated PG-13. I believe that is confirmed, and I feel like it should have been rated R, because you can make it work with PG-13, but I feel like if you made it R, you would have a little bit more of a wiggle room, so you could tell more of like a deep story, or like the kills can be, you could do what's in the games a little bit more, or you could what's in the books. But I'm excited to watch it. It does come out, not, this is not obvious, this is clearly it's not sponsored, but it comes out on Peacock October 27th. I will be getting Peacock just so I can see the fucking movie, and I probably will do a review on it. And Ruin looks interesting. I have not played Security Breach. I will not play Security Breach. That is Matt Pat's job, so that's what I will let him do. But I am excited. But I thought it was interesting, and I was going to pick it up, but the game is so buggy and broken, and I've had enough of broken fucking games, so I just don't, and I didn't want to play it. But it looks interesting. I'm excited to see where it takes the story, because I kind of had my game theory was that it was supposed to go to, I thought what was going to happen was Ruin would come out like in September, like a month before the movie dropped in October, thinking that it was going to be like a you would have the game telling some of the story, and then the movie would kind of explain maybe the DLC, or like have that involved, incorporated. But I guess maybe not. But I'm excited because it looks good. It looks creepy. It looks really creepy too. Like they went a whole new route to make the game creepy and a little scary this time. So I'm really excited to see where they take it, and if they can, if it's actually going to be a proper polished, or at least somewhat polished experience. And now the second topic is of Sony, getting more money for acquisitions. Yay. So the reason why I want to bring up, now this is going to be very, very quick, but the reason why I want to bring this up is because a lot of fans are saying that they're going to buy Square Enix. So now, since Sony is buying a publisher, it's okay. It's okay to buy a publisher, and everyone's cheering it on. This is my opinion on that, which I believe I want to say in my last video, but I don't recall. But I know I've been saying on Twitter. My Twitter is Poe the Almighty Warrior, by the way. So if you want to go see some spicy tweets, go follow a motherfucker. But but if not, I'll say it again here. If not, this would be the first time I'm saying it, I guess. But Microsoft set the precedent to buy a publisher once they tried to buy Activision Blizzard, which is arguably one of the biggest publishers in the world. I don't understand of how to say that if Sony does this now, everyone's shitting on Microsoft. They're hypocrites, or it's a one-sided show. Sony was going the fair route and buying just studios and trying to find studios that were making quality games and getting it on their console. Microsoft, they're trying to buy one of the biggest fucking publishers in the world so they can put their fucking shit on Game Pass, and that's their version of competing. So what is Sony supposed to do? Sony is just supposed to keep buying these small studios because they don't have the money for it, because Microsoft has the money so they can just buy whatever the fuck they want. Now, if Sony does buy Square Enix, I'm not going to be shocked. I'm very, very, very sure that this was going to happen anyway. I'm going to bring him up. I'm going to name drop a motherfucker right now. Crap Gamer. He's a YouTuber, podcaster. He's on Twitter. You might know him. But I talked to him about this many times, where I've told him that I think Sony buying Square Enix, I disagree with it. I don't think these companies should be. I don't think Sony or Microsoft should be buying publishers, because you're not trying to buy or get new games or new studios of unique games. You're just buying publishers with games that will be coming out anyway. You could change the vision, or you could fund it more, make sure it's more polished, but you're not creating a unique IP. You're not trying to go out to find it or anything. You're just buying a publisher because you want it so you can get those games and maybe fix them or something. But Microsoft completely put this on themselves now. So to go out and say that Microsoft can do it, but if Sony does it now it's okay. Well, Microsoft, they were trying to buy fucking Activision Blizzard because they have the money to do so. That was what I heard time and time again. They have the money to do so. Sony can't. It's a joke that Sony can't. So now, since Sony maybe could buy Square Enix, or they want to buy a publisher, now it's a problem. And I don't see. And as a Sony fan, I don't really understand the problem, because Microsoft was just doing it. You guys started this fucking war. You were poking the fucking bear. You're poking Sony. You think they're just gonna let you buy a publisher and they're not gonna do anything? Of course they're gonna try to find a way. You guys are fucking poking the bear, poking it, and eventually he woke up. And now you guys got yet again more competition. I still don't think the Activision merger is going to go through. So what happens if it doesn't go through and now they buy Square Enix? Now there's a fucking problem for Sony. How's that a problem for Sony when Microsoft started this shit? Because of the Activision shit. You guys are Microsoft. They're really trying to get this passed and get this through and get this approved. So what if it does get approved? It's okay for Microsoft to get it approved, but Sony then can't. So and this is why I don't think either studio should buy publishers. It's just going to start the console war even more. It's going to just stir it up even more. More people are going to bitch on both fucking sides. And I just don't think it's the right thing to do for either studio. I think the right thing to do is just buy buy little known studios, and naturally, organically have them grow and fund them and nurture them, because that's how I feel you make the best quality games, and you make the best quality studios possible. You just nurture, and you have these companies grow. And to be honest, I don't really like Square Enix. I don't think they make a lot of great games. My favorite games for them are Final Fantasy, which I would assume majority of people would probably agree to that. That majority of the people play, or Kingdom Hearts. So like they don't really have a lot of good games. I feel like Sony would fix that right up, but that doesn't change the fact of I don't really want them buying Square Enix. I think an exclusive third-party deal and helping fully fund the game, and the marketing and everything with the game is dramatically different than going out to buying a publisher. If Xbox keep bitching, go make these third-party deals. Go try to make these third-party deals that Sony does. Sony doesn't have the money for it, so that's why they make these third-party deals, and it's why they buy these fucking studios. Now you're forcing the beast to go out and try to get more money so they can buy a publisher, because because the second that Activision merger goes through, I don't think the Xbox community really understands what that's going to do. That's going to make it so you're going to have so you're going to have maybe even Nintendo, maybe not, but maybe Nintendo, where these companies might want to just buy publishers, because now you're forcing the hand that you're letting Microsoft dictate where these games go and how these games are made. And yes, how these games will be made for other consoles. So I don't think Microsoft would do it, but they have lied in the past about games already, about games being dropped from other consoles. When in the UK, they straight up lied to the UK, saying that certain games would be on all consoles, and the second that shit got approved, those games were announced that they were not going to be on other consoles. I don't have any in front of me right now. I have a little sticky note, but in front of me. But all you gotta do is just Google games, Xbox lies about games UK, and it'll pop up. Articles will pop up, and like, how are you gonna trust their word, saying that they're not gonna do anything? And we know that they've lied in the past. Now, obviously, all companies have lied, but I don't know if it's till this scale, because, like, how are you going to go and try to say, yeah, we're fine, like we're buying this company, and the plan is to not take away games from other players, but that's exactly what you're doing. You're buying the fucking publisher to take away games from other consoles, so they're forced to go to your console. Like, if the next Doom game is exclusive, that's on purpose. They want you to go out and buy an Xbox, and no one's still gonna fucking go out and buy an Xbox because it's on Game Pass. I'll pay $1 for my Game Pass, and I still might not do that, because I think that's bullshit. That Doom has been on almost every console, has been on every console now, and now it's gonna be on one fucking console. So, like, what is that? I love Doom. I don't want to fucking get fucking Game Pass and hope it runs properly on fucking Game Pass and shit. I want to play on my fucking console, regardless if it's Xbox or PlayStation. I want to play it on my console. I don't want to be forced to go out and buy a fucking shitty Xbox or go out and get fucking Game Pass. Like, that's unfair to consumer. How is that consumer friendly at all? That's the complete opposite of consumer friendly. So, I don't know. It's bullshit. This video meant to be a lot shorter. It meant to be like a 6 to 8 minute video, and we're running on 15 right now. I guess it kind of turned into a little rant, but yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts especially you, Odie, especially you, motherfucker. You let me know your thoughts, and let's have a conversation, and let me know your opinionations of of that happening. If you agree with me, disagree with me, if you think it's a good idea, if you think companies should start buying publishers or not. And also about the FNAF shit. If you haven't watched it yet, go fucking watch it. Go see that trailer. Go see that teaser trailer and that Ruin trailer. And yeah, that's about it. Have a nice day.